This is the MTPredictor weekly market update for November 23rd. So just got through with the options expiration last week. We've got a holiday here in the States. That's Thanksgiving coming up this week, so it'll be a shortened trading week. Here's the S&P here on the daily chart. And remember last week I was looking at this candle here. If they broke that low, that we may begin to get a small correction back to 2,000. Well, a couple days later they did just break that low, but you can see how it closed there. Very strong close, and ended up making new highs the rest of the week, new all-time highs. So we've got another, we're still in the resistance area here, and we still have, we've got on high volume here on Friday with the red sellers candle. It may be we're just into that holiday tendency, which is that the markets like to rally into the holidays, so that may continue. If we look at the Dow here, the Dow, we're getting pretty close, both the cash and futures, to Dow 18,000. Big, milestone, round number. We're close enough now that they may, go for that level here. So we'll see how that plays out. The NQ has completed a 5-wave pattern here on the weekly chart, and we're in the minimum wave 5 target area here. Again, the tendency is you get a correction, typically back to this wave 4 DP. Again, this is the weekly chart, or from the typical wave 5 area is where you tend to get a correction after that completes. We do have some strength now coming in on the STF, which indicates there may be more upside ahead. Doesn't mean that the market can't correct, but chances are any corrections will be shallow, and then we may go on to see higher highs if this continues to hold strength to the upside. Let's look at the dollar index. It's been a big driver. Here's the monthly chart. Again, here's that significant low here. The initial rally, which we're looking at as a wave 1. This is the first ABC correction to that in potential wave 2. So I've got wave 3 projected here. That's our target on this particular setup. We got a close weekly. I'm sorry, this is a monthly chart. So we got the monthly close above this decision point resistance area, which was the target, initial target for this trade. But again, we're looking for this level here. If we take out the high, the monthly high here, which was 88.48, then we've got a good shot at eventually reaching this level. So we'll see how, and again, this is going to put pressure. Again, this is a big driver. This is going to give us an indication of where a lot of the commodities headed. Here, precious metals. In fact, let's look at gold. Where these things are all headed. So we know now gold has completed a 5-wave pattern on the monthly chart. It's in support. It's just shy of the minimum wave 5 target here, but we're in a weekly decision point support here. If we go to the weekly chart, and also that monthly decision point off of wave 3, that's what this is here. Plus here is our sell signal in wave 4. On the weekly chart, we've reached the wave 5 target in the DP support. So again, we anticipate that gold should rally out of this area. I was long some of the junior gold miners here. I exited that position on last week anyway. This may continue to rally. Gold may continue to rally into the end of the month, where we've got the Swiss referendum, whether they're going to back part of their currency by gold. I don't think that's going to pass. I've said that before. If it did, maybe this support holds in gold and kind of sets a floor, but I don't think it's going to pass. If the dollar continues to rally, then I think this eventually rolls over and retests this level, and maybe ends up breaking this level down. And we'll see lower prices in the paper markets, we'll call them. Different things are happening in the physical metal markets. There's that shift of metal from the west to the east. Russia, a big buyer. India, China, buyers of gold. Russia, they said their central bank accounted for, I think, almost 60% of all the gold purchased by central banks last quarter. So I think something is afoot at some point. You can't purchase the levels that you can purchase gold and silver in the paper market. You can't get those if you're trying to buy the bullion because of the premiums. If prices of silver continue to drop, it's putting a lot of pressure on a lot of the mining companies that are losing money at prices of gold and silver where they are. So it may end up weeding out a lot of the weaker mining companies. Right now, if the dollar fails, who knows what the Fed's going to do? The Fed, I think eventually, if the dollar continues to strengthen, it's deflationary, and that's certainly something the Fed doesn't want. That would put a kibosh on the economic recovery and a lot of things that the Fed is trying to work towards. So would they step in at some point, and restart quantitative easing? We've got Europe is going to be starting quantitative easing. Japan, they're deflating. They're exporting that deflation, and so far I guess the Fed feels it's not really impacting us. But if we continue to see the dollar rise, we'll see what, if any, action that the Fed takes. And again, that would obviously alter the landscape as well. So we got to keep our eye keep your eye on the dollar. And obviously the dollar versus a lot of the other currencies, your Japanese yen, your euro. The dollar is going to be benefiting, and you want to be shorting those other currencies. Alright, so this week obviously is a shortened trading week. We'll have economic data Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. Markets will be closed. All the markets here in the U.S. will be closed on Thursday. And Friday, I think the stocks will close early, I think 1 o'clock Eastern time. So, tread lightly, certainly heading into, Wednesday. Like I said, it's going to be a lot of economic data on Wednesday. And then probably later on Wednesday afternoon, after all that data is out, it'll all be out by 10:30 Eastern. Things are probably going to go a little quiet Wednesday afternoon. Again, markets close Thursday, and Friday is going to be a very, very light day as well. So keep that in mind. Wish you a good trading week. Enjoy the holiday, and we'll see you back next week.